What does the word psychic mean to you? It's a funny one because it's a word that's used to describe something energetic, something that's not actually a thing, it's not tangible, it's a perceived ability that certain people have, that they know certain things. In the history books can be described as witchcraft and women being burnt or hanged at the stake because of such things. It's called women's intuition. And I'm just wondering what your consciousness holds around that word and what it is. Because to me, it's probably something extremely different. And because I hold a psychic development class and quite a few of my shamanic practitioner programs center around heightening this skill and what it's for. And to me, the psychic skill is all about self-connection. And really, this is coming into full embodiment, as in your energy is fully allowed to come into its physical body because your physical body is safe, i.e. cleared out of trauma and things that have scared you in the past. And that all of your chakras or nawi centers are clear and open and charged so that your energy is free flowing through your system, i.e. self-connection. And once you are self-connected and clear, you can then hear the voice of the universe. But you might call that, again, self-connection. You can hear yourself. You can hear your higher self. Some might call that spirit or God. And from this place, you are a channel, a beacon, a tuned radio station for anything esoteric. Alien messages, messages from the Pleiadians, messages from the fairies, messages from the Inca lineage, whatever you resonate with that's in the consciousness, in the metaphysical field. If we have a name for it, it's an energy that's there, such as the Pleiadians and all of these energy groups, the angels, the fairies, messages from various energies and types of beings. You don't need to necessarily believe in these types of beings, but if there's a consciousness, a picture, a word for this group of people, such as the Pleiadians, that means it exists in the metaphysical because we have pictures and words and descriptions of them. Therefore, this Pleiadian subject is a frequency, it is an energy, because we have access to talk about it. If it wasn't a frequency or an energy, we wouldn't have a word for it. If that makes sense, it would just be non-tangible because we're not talking about it. So to me, psychic skills is about clearing yourself so that you can hear more. Extrasensory perception. You have then found a way to get extra information. Extrasensory is another sense. I want to be very clear that tuning your psychic vessel is not about jumping outside of yourself, being able to... I had someone comment something nasty about, why don't you come over here and get my bank codes then or something. And I thought, this is just somebody triggered by the word psychic. And to me, it's not about invading other people's privacy. And the way that I teach psychic readings is that there must be a permission slip to even do distant healing. So because you wouldn't have somebody's permission to jump over there into your thoughts and go rooting around for your bank numbers. It's just, why would I do that? It's pointless, useless, and what would I do with it anyway? Psychic development is not about invading other people's privacy by any stretch of the means. There needs to be a permission slip. It's just about tuning your vessel so that you can get extra perception. And what that brings to you is up to the individuals to discern. So even when you do go to a psychic, you don't need to take everything that they say as power over messages. What they've said is not the condemning voice of God that's telling you what to do. It's, have they got a clear channel? The purpose of the clear channel is to have unbiased messages come in through a clean, clear channel. It's almost like asking advice from somebody that is just, I've got no opinion either way. It's going to be really balanced. I know nothing about the subject. I am just delivering whatever is received. And the person that receives those messages can either take that or not. Because it's a little bit different to asking your friends for advice. If you go to your friends and ask for advice, they're going to know the past history. They're going to know the people involved. They're going to have their own opinions, own values, and they're going to give you a little bit of a biased reaction and an emotional one. And sometimes that isn't always helpful because it's carrying weight and charge and energy and history, whereas getting messages from spirit is unbiased, clean, clear, and you can take what you want is helpful and release anything that's not. So just here to dispel any harsh critics on psychic development. It's not an invasive skill or a skill to be used for control or telling anyone what to do. God says this, therefore you must. Absolutely not. It is a clear, unbiased, self-connected, extrasensory perception of the possibilities. That makes sense. And you can usually then find the truth and what is helpful because it is there. But because we have a lot of our human filters, our trauma, our pain on top of things, it's quite difficult to see and to discern. And for me, when it comes to seeing psychic practitioners or to seeing healers and seeing practitioners, I'm very wary if somebody tells me, for instance, oh, have you been seeing another practitioner? They're doing black magic on you. Oh, you've had a spell cast on you and I'm the only one who can lift that. Oh, you've got heavy negative energy. I'm being told and channeled from God that somebody has done a spell and it's really horrible and we need to crack this karma immediately. And if they start blaming another practitioner or another person or another psychic, my radar goes up instantly and I will not entertain that person anymore. But unfortunately, quite a lot of when we're in vulnerable states and people are telling us certain things, it's like part of me would want to feel like they're helping me. So if somebody said, oh, that other practitioner's done something bad, and they were there with me saying, but I'm going to help you, I would feel sucked in by that and like, oh, they're going to help me, they're going to save me. That other person's been the reason for all of my stuff. Oh my goodness. And this blame starts going around. And it's really I find that very dangerous when you have any practitioner start to blame any other practitioner. And for me, it's immediately going, right, I've lost trust in you because now you're blaming somebody else. For me, that is not okay. That is a manipulation of how to earn my trust and to how to take my money. And I immediately go, okay. Any practitioner that poo-poos another practitioner or has something mean to say about somebody else's work, I immediately put that on them. Be like, why do they feel the need to gain trust by attacking somebody else? You shouldn't need to gain trust through attacking anyone in any. If you're giving psychic messages, any psychic that starts attacking somebody else to gain your trust, for me, immediately loses my trust. And I like to see straight through that because it is a form of manipulation. And for me, that's not okay. It's not what psychic skills is about. It's about neutrality, honesty, compassion, and finding the truth. And obviously, not everyone is working in complete integrity, and that's up to your discernment, how you feel in their presence, who they are, what they're saying. Does it open you, make you feel good, or does it close you and make you feel fear? Nice. I hope that's been helpful. Happy chai.